Hi, dear children. Wish you all a very happy day. I want you all to subscribe to this channel so that you get notification of the videos that further get uploaded. This is your 10th standard first language English class. We have chosen the second poem of your textbook, that is Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. As the name of this poem says, it is Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. It is obviously written by Abraham Lincoln. So it is a letter form of a poem written by Abraham Lincoln to his son's teacher. Children, now we are able to see the picture of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was born in the year 1809 and he left us in the year 1865. He was the 16th President of the United States of America. Abraham Lincoln was born to parents who struggled to make a living in Kentucky. Still, Lincoln made great efforts to acquire knowledge. An outspoken opponent of system of slavery, that is, Abraham Lincoln was against slavery. What is meant by slavery? A person is forced to work under another person's rule without paying him proper attention or giving him proper salary. Forcefully making them work under you is said to be slavery. Lincoln defeated the Confederacy in the American Civil War and introduced the measures that abolished slavery. Coming to this slide, children, we have the poem Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. This is not the complete poem, children. The poem is too big that it also extends in the next slide too. Before going with the explanation of the poem, I would briefly tell something. Here, Abraham Lincoln has put his son to school, and he is writing this letter to his teacher asking him to teach him few things other than books. So what kind of things that he wants his son to learn other than books is some moral values about life. What he has to learn for his age, not too big, but to his age. So these are the things that he is listing out. Those are the values that you can call. So let's go line by line. I want you to keep a pen and a book beside you to take a note of all the difficult words. Okay, we'll start. He will have to learn, I know, that all men are not just, all men are not true. What is this? He wants his son to learn that all men are not just. Not just means all men are not honest. Not just is also said to be not fair. All men are not honest and fair in this world. And not that all men are true. They will not speak true every time. Or they are not portraying to be what they are actually. They might be portraying the false side of themselves, is what he wants his son to know. But teach him also that for every scoundrel there is a hero, that for every selfish politician there is a dedicated leader. Teach him for every enemy there is a friend. So beautifully he is asking his teacher to teach him. See, what is the meaning of scoundrel? Scoundrel is nothing but dishonest person. So he wants his son to not to be discouraged by the dishonest people, selfish politicians in this world, and for the enemy that he come across. He also has to know that there is another side of a world. There is a hero, dedicated leader, and a friend. So do not be discouraged by these people. These three people, what we call them as bad. Categorize them as bad, because there is always a good way, good one in this world. It will take time, I know, but teach him if you can. It takes time. It is not going to happen in just a day or 2 days or just in a week. So it takes time. You take your own time, but try to teach him that $1 earned is of far more value than 5 pounds. See, children, when you find somewhere some $5, it is, and if you snatch it or snap it, whatever you can call, is it worthy? Will it have some value? No, but if you are earning just a single dollar, not 5 or 6, just a single dollar, if you're earning with your hard work, then that has a more value, is what he wants his son to know. Teach him to learn, to lose, and also to enjoy winning. See, when we say participation is more important than to win. So when you're losing, you should also be very happy. I mean, learn that losing is nothing bad. There is no wrong or disheartedness in losing, is what he wants his son to know. And when you're winning also, you should learn to enjoy. Yes or no, children? That is what he wants his teacher to teach him. Steer him away from envy if you can. Steer him means guide him. In what? In envy means jealousy. I want him to not to have the jealousy kind of a feeling in his heart. Teach him the secret of quiet laughter. See, children, when you see something, you feel like smiling, or you will feel that laughter in yourself, in your heart. That is called as a secret laughter that happens in yourself. So teach him to have such kind of a laughter. See, when you feel happy and the other person beside you is in a very sad mood, you laugh out very hard. What will he feel? He feels very depressed. So laugh it, learn to have the secret quiet laughter in yourself. Do not hurt anyone. Let him learn early that the bullies are the easiest to lick. In this, all the values, he want him to learn one thing very early is bullies. Who are these bullies? Bullies are nothing but persons who use their strength to hurt the weaker people. If they feel you are weak in something and they are strong in some other thing, they start, they'll play with your feelings. They will start hurting you. Such kind of a people are there. They are called as bullies. But you know one thing? They are very easiest to lick. Easiest to lick is nothing but very easy to defeat them. So such people who think they are very stronger are very easy to defeat. So learn this is what Abraham Lincoln is asking the teacher to teach him. Teach him, if you can, the wonder of books. Yes or no, children? Books gives wonders, teaches you wonders. See, when you are in a debate competition and when you are a good reader of books, many things comes in your mind and you will start putting them in words. So it helps you in many ways. Yes or no? So there is some wonder that when you read books, cultivate this habit. If you have, good, keep it up. If you don't have, please cultivate it. But also give him quiet time to ponder the eternal mystery of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and the flowers on the green hillside. See, children, what is this? The meaning of ponder? Ponder means to think over a matter very carefully for some time. Ponder means think over a matter very carefully for some time. So give him some quiet time, little time to think about some matter very carefully. What kind of a matter? Eternal mystery. What is the meaning of eternal? Eternal means without a beginning or an end. If there is something that is called as eternal. What is the meaning of mystery? What is beyond humans' understanding is called as history. So there is something which has no ending and which has no beginning. Such kind of a understanding that cannot be happened to humans, which is beyond humans' understanding. Such kind of things happen to be with the birds in the sky, with the bees in the sun, and with the flowers that are on the green hillside. So let him just go through all these things for a while and understand something that comes to his mind. See, when I see all these things, something runs in my mind, which may not be particularly in your mind. So let him give some time for all these things. In the school, teach him it is far honorable to fail than to cheat. See, children, when you are copying and when you copy and get good marks, will you feel happy? No, that happiness is not greater than when you put an effort and win. Yes or no? Get good marks. So he says, so it is far honorable. What is the meaning of far honorable? Deserve more respect. Not just deserving respect from somebody. You deserve respect for yourself. Yourself says, yes, I have done something good. I have not cheated. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him they are wrong. See, even though 1,000 people tell your idea is wrong, if you have faith in your own idea, then you will surely succeed, is what his teacher wants his son to teach. Teach him to be gentle with gentle people and tough with the tough. See, children, when you are very gentle with the tough people, will it work? No, your ideas will be different. See, that person is trying to come over you very rudely and you still be gentle. Will this happen? No. If they are rude to you, please try to be a little rude to them too. Let them understand it is not worth to be rude every time, or it is not worth to be gentle every time, is what he wants his son to learn. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone is getting on the bandwagon. So when everyone are following the crowd means, see, you will say, no, I will this time I'm going to prepare a nice cake and then present it to my friend on her birthday, on his birthday or something. All will say, yeah, I will do this plan is very good. And you are the one who say no. All your friends are planning for that, you will say no, let's get them something that will be useful for them in the future also. When they see that, they should remember. This is what you say. When you are putting that kind of a word in front of them, you should have courage. Yes or no? Yes. So now, for that, you need to have some strength and courage that he wants his son to build up in himself. And when everyone are getting on bandwagon meaning is something very popular or fashionable activities. So the example that I gave you will suit here. So teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all the ears on the screen of truth. See, many are talking, many are putting their words, their opinion in front of you. You will listen to one and give back to him. Talk back to his words, reply back to his words. No, there is no use. Listen to everyone and then give your reply. Then give your opinion. That makes sense. Yes or no? So let him have the courage, or let him have the sense that he should listen to everyone and filter those ears. Filter what he has heard from them. On what basis? On the screen of truth. What all they spoke, in that which is true, let him take that. And take only the good that comes through. Whatever that comes good, let him take, not the false one or the bad ones. Teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he is sad. See, when many of you will be very sad at times, sometimes, but still you'll portray that you're very happy and very soothing. Why? Because your feelings should not hurt another person. Your feelings should not make somebody feel low in their life. This is what he wants his son to learn. Teach him there is no shame in tears. Teach him to scoff at cynics. Teach him there is no shame in tears. See, children, you can't control your tears when you feel like crying. Is there any shame in doing it? Some people say, you're a brave girl, you're not supposed to cry. What to do when your crying comes out? There is no shame. Just put your tears out and feel peaceful. Teach him to scoff at cynics. Teach him to scoff means to make fun of. Cynics means a person who has low opinion on something or someone. See, somebody is pointing at you and saying something wrong about you or putting you down. Just laugh at them. Laugh at them that they feel, I shouldn't have done this. Understood the meaning of this? And to beware of too much of sweetness. The one who always says you are right, you are that, you are this, who is making you go up and up with all sweet words, is actually more dangerous, is what he wants his son to learn. Teach him to sell his brawn. Brawn means muscular strength and brain to the highest bidders, but never put a price tag on your soul. See, if you have a good brain, say if you are if you are a good painter, what is wrong in painting a good picture and selling it to a good price, and that to a worthy price? Yes or no? You know what, how much you worth, how much is your paint worthy. So you are selling it. What is wrong? But sell it to a very high bidders, highest bidder. Bidder means, the meaning of bidder is a person who buys something at an auction, that is a public sale. When there is an auction or a public sale, what we call, if there is a person who is ready to take your item for a very great price, let you. Why do you stop? But never put a price tag on your soul, that is to the eternal living of, that is staying in your body, your soul. Never put a price tag to that. Put only a price tag to your talent, to your muscular strength. Yes or no, children? This is what he wants his son to learn. From this slide, we know. We'll go to the next slide and know what all he wants his son to be learned from his teacher. Coming to this slide, the poem is continued. Teach him to close his ears to a howling mob. he wants his son to close his ears, to whom howling means long extreme cry or sound, mob means large crowd of people. If large crowd of people are shouting at you, just close your ears. And to stand and fight if he thinks he is right. Close your eyes. And if you think they are just mocking on you and they are wrong and you are right, just stand over and fight for yourself. Fight for your truth. Fight so that they get to know that you are right. Treat him gently. Treat him very soothingly, very normally, very patiently, but do not cuddle him. Do not cuddle him means cuddle is nothing but hold close to the body. Do not hug him. Don't make him feel comfortable. Just talk to him very sweetly and very gentle. But do not hug him and teach him. Hug him and teach him means not in a wrong sense, children. Hug him and teach him means you are learning. You are a very small boy. You are learning. I know it takes time, but I want you to learn all these things in a uh, as early as possible. You don't have to tell these words by giving him a good hug and consoling him. No, do it with the words, but do not make him feel very comfortable, because he gives a solution also for which reason also he is telling why is he expecting the teacher not to give him more comfortness, because only the test of fire makes fine steel. Yes or no, children? Say, if an idol has to be prepared, the stone has to be beaten thousand, not just thousand, lakhs or millions of number of time to bring it to a beautiful idol. So, only when you are giving it a big beat or a lot of pain, it is going to be turning out to a very beautiful portrait or a idol. In the same way, if a steel has to be a finest one, it has to undergo the fire. Yes or no? In the same way, if a person has to learn something, he has to go under a lot of humiliation, or he has to undergo under a lot of trials and tribulations. So he wants this to happen, not a comfortness. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. See, at times you also go, there are times when people that who are around you are doing something wrong according to you. At that time, you feel very impatient and you start yelling at them. To do that also, you should have courage. Yes or no? To stand on your rightness and to be a little impatient, you should have courage. Yes or no? At the same time, you should have patience to be brave. See, somebody is telling something wrong about you. If he says or she says, will you become what they are thinking? No. At that time, you should have a braveness in your heart and mind and to be very calm. You should have that in your mind that just because he says, I'm not going to become so. So that is called as patience. And for what is that patience coming? Because you are brave at your heart, in your heart and mind. Then teach him always to have sublime faith in himself. What is that sublime? Supreme. The meaning of sublime is supreme. He wants his son to learn the supreme faith in himself. He should have faith in himself, because then he will have sublime faith in mankind. In human beings, if he has to have faith, first he should have faith in himself. This is a big order, but see what you can do. He says, this is not a request, my dear teacher. It is an order for you. It's a very big order for you that you have to do this. But try and do it. Let me see what you can do. He is such a fine little fellow. He is still a fine little fellow, not a grown up to learn everything in just a single day or just a week or just a year. It takes time, I know. He is just a very little fine fellow. He is my son. This is how Abraham Lincoln is writing a letter to his teacher and trying to make him or her to understand there is something more than books to learn in school. So he wants him or her to teach him all these values. I hope you all understood the complete meaning of this poem. Coming to this slide and the next slide, we have 4 points written as the summary of this poem, Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. Here, what all that I explained till now is put under points. You can go through the 4 points given here. It is very easy to understand. Okay. Coming to the assignments part, there are 3 means glossaries. I believe you people were taking down the hard words meaning when I was giving explanation, that you will put it here. Coming to answer in a sentence each, all the 3 are very easy. In just a single line, you can write the answers. List out all the values which the poet, that is the father, wants the teacher to teach his son. There were so many values that he expects the teacher to teach his son. So put them all as a list, as a numbering ones. That's fine. Keep this assignment ready. Okay. Thank you, children. I wish you all a very happy day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning.